Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your Soulversation, your birth month Soulversation, right here on the flow. If you're family, welcome back, King. Welcome back, Queen. You already know the vibes. If you are new here, welcome to the flow. This is a space where we grow together, we sow together, and we move together with the sole intention of being the best version of ourselves. Now, this Soulversation is intended for the collective of Taurus. That means if you have Taurus as your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, or even your north node, or as a stellium in your birth chart, this reading might apply to you. Please keep in mind that it's not going to resonate with every single person that watches this reading. If it doesn't, don't worry. Don't try and make it fit either. Just check out any of the other Soulversation zodiac sign readings that are posted up on the channel. You can also feel free to check out the archetype readings that I have done as well. Alrighty, Taurus. For some reason, when I was meditating on your energy, this song just started playing. Do, do, do. Another one bites the dust. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just feeling the energy of like just purging things or something failing. Take that how it applies in your life, Taurus. Take that how it applies. Yeah, that's pretty much just all that I got, and I was like, okay, wow. So that's just the only message, a song. So I figured I'd just dive straight into the reading and see whether the song applies to the cards, or find out if another message comes out as I continue to shuffle, and so many cards have come out. Just need these two. Alrighty, Taurus. Okay, now it's making sense for another one bites the dust. I feel like you have chosen to walk away from a relationship or relationships that don't serve you. So I feel like with that another one bites the dust type of energy, I feel like a lot of you, because of the cards that follow these two, it's a relationship. Like I feel like you're walking away from a romantic relationship of some sort that just wasn't doing it for you. And if it wasn't that, I feel like it's like relationships that are really close to you, like a friend group. You've walked away from a family situation, but bottom line, it's something that you know that you've been needing to walk away from because it's not been healthy for you at all, emotionally, financially, physically, you know, in any type of way. It's not adding to your soul growth in any type of way. So I feel like that's what that another one bites the dust type of energy, you know, came up as, you know. Alrighty, so we have the Judgment and the Two of Cups. So this is just like clarifying exactly what I said. You finally making the decision after your intuition has been like poking you and poking you and poking you, and maybe even the universe has been sending you so many signs and synchronicities showing you that, you know, you need to walk away from a friendship, you need to walk away from a relationship. So that's what I feel like over here. But that's in the beginning I mentioned that it was like I felt like it was heavy, like romantic relationship energy, but it doesn't have to be. Overall, what I'm feeling is that it's a relationship that's, you know, you've had for a while, that you've been like, it's a close type of relationship. That's basically what I want to say. Yeah. Now, starting off your reading, we have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. I feel like you might have been fighting with yourself for a long time. While I said that, you know, your intuition has been telling you, there's a sign over here, you know, please listen. because there's been like a lot of confusion just around you, and so I feel like it's also connected to just like drama, just fighting, people fighting, confusion. You may be in a situation where you're in the midst of people fighting and people who are confused about a situation. Take that how it applies, right? But I feel that you are finally being able to overcome this situation by listening to yourself and making the right decision for your highest good. That's what I feel like this is, especially because it's a situation in which if you had stayed even a minute longer or a second longer, it could have, for some of you, I'm not even exaggerating, this is something that could literally like have the potential to harm you, like, and I'm not going to speak those words, but like harm you to the total extent of which harm can go, right? But for others of you, I just feel like this is a situation in which you are dealing with people who are manipulative, who just don't have any sense of compassion. They don't have any sense of I just keep hearing like good sense, like good sense, common sense. Well, common sense isn't really common, so like there we go with that one. But the feeling that I'm feeling with this is that you felt the need to walk away from these relationships because you have been learning so many new things about what it is to be in any type of relationship, be that a friendship, be that a relationship with your own family, or your own friends. You are learning to unlearn the programs that were input into our systems since birth about how to love somebody else. Because like talking from my own experience, like I grew up in a family that taught me that loving somebody was lying to them, just to keep them happy, people pleasing, all of those types of things, which they seem like they're small and insignificant, but like when they're counted up over a long period of time, it starts to stack up. That's what I'm feeling with this as well, right? But here we are. I feel that your soul is just telling you to not give up, to just keep that Taurian spirit of resilience. I keep saying this to you in like nearly all of the Soulversations that we have, Taurus. You are the most resilient zodiac sign out there, okay? So you can get through anything, trust me, no matter how confusing or how foggy or how crazy the situation looks like. You've got this, okay? Repeat that after me. I've got this, I can do this. I feel like it's a situation which has led you to feel a lot of self-doubt, especially in areas which you are super confident in, and I feel like that was like the final straw for you. You were like, no, here's where the line in the sand is clearly drawn, and I feel like you've been very victorious at defending yourself, defending your energy, defending what it is that I feel like defending your morals, defending what you hold near and dear to yourself, and also defending the self that you have built, because we're all together on this journey to just continue to evolve as souls and be the best versions of ourselves. And you are doing whatever it takes to protect that integrity. I feel like for a lot of you, for a really long time, you have been in the position of being the martyr, like being that person who does everything for everyone, the person who literally is like sacrificing themselves just to, protect other people, when other people would not even stand up for you in the moment when you need them the most. That's what I'm feeling with this type of energy. And I feel like a lot of people took advantage of your kindness. Like they've been taking your kindness for weakness, and they're like, oh, this person's a pushover. but really, you're not a pushover. You're just somebody who is gentle and really grounded in spirit and grounded in your true I amness, which is God. And I keep saying this, God is love, you know. So why would we be anything other than love? You know, I had this conversation with a friend of mine who was a Christian some time back, and we were talking about the commandments and how, you know, they're split up into 10 commandments, but then Jesus came through and was like, there are only two commandments: love yourself and love God. But that's the thing, if we boil down the code of ethics of being a human being into one commandment, that's just love, right? Because if you love God, you're going to love yourself, you're going to love everyone around you, and if you do those two things, you're not going to end up hurting people. You know, there are people in this world who just enjoy hurting other people just for the sake of it. Till this day, I keep saying that, like, I understand, but like really deep down, I really truly don't understand like what people have to gain from that. But then at the end of the day, I know that they don't really gain anything from it. It's just so that they can be able to sleep at night and, you know, get through whatever situations they've been trying to get through. Um, yeah, I also feel like for a lot of you, you're taking charge of your life by looking at things from a new perspective, because maybe you were raised in that, you know, the way I was just speaking about the commandments, and then, you know, Jesus coming up and like switching up the commandments. So I feel like, you know, you were raised in that like old school type of mentality, and that makes sense, Taurus, because Taurus, you guys are a fixed sign. Like, once you're taught something or raised something or brought up in something, it's hard for you to change. But now you're taking the reins of your life and you're like, okay, this is absolutely not working for me, and I need to find a way to rework this. I need to find a way to look at life in a different perspective, right? I feel like a lot of you might be dealing with a father figure. This is coming out for a lot of signs. I think I just talked about the father figure in the shadow energy, so you may want to check that out if you feel led to. But truth, in all honesty, most of the zodiac signs are going through this situation. It doesn't really matter what zodiac sign you are. I bet that we all have situations in which we are dealing with father wounds in one area or another. But for a lot of you, what I feel like with this is not necessarily a wound, but with this, I feel like this is you deciding to take control, as I said earlier. It's interesting, that song, I've forgotten who exactly sang it, but I remember the lyrics. It goes like, I want you to take over control, take over control, take over control. I want you to take over control. It's a dance song. I don't remember who sang it, but like when I find out, I will link it in the description box down below. But this is you deciding to take control over your own life and deciding that, you know what, you actually have no control over anybody's actions, what they do, what they say, how they show up in life. But the only person that you have control over is yourself. And by learning that and being at peace with that, then you are choosing to just tap into your inner Queen of Pentacles, you know, following your guiding light towards how you can form your own stability, whether that's in, you know, your own sense of relationships, whether that's your own sense of self, like relationship with self as well, I'm feeling. So I think it's starting with grounding in yourself so that you can find stability in every other area of your life. So whether it's a friendship that you're walking away from, or a relationship, a romantic relationship, or a family situationship, it's something that has taught you something that is giving you the lesson that will lead you to this Queen of Pentacles energy, if I'm making any sense. And the Queen of Pentacles is like one of the most grounded, steady energies in the tarot. She is somebody who is very nurturing, somebody who is like the mother type of energy for me. And so I feel like if you are walking away from a relationship in which you are taken for granted, for example, this is teaching you how to not take yourself for granted, how to choose people who will not take you for granted, how to choose people who show you the same love that you give. You know, you may have had a weird paradigm of like going after people who just ignored you, and like you know the way like there's that paradigm of like good girls go for bad guys, and like good guys go for bad girls type of mentality. That's what I'm getting with this situation. But even if it was something to do with a friendship, it's something where the friendship taught you what it is that you're looking for in your friend circle, you know, and that's why you walked away from that particular friend or friend circle, right? Alrighty. I'm also getting the situation that like you may have discovered that something was happening like behind your back for a while, and now is when you are finally coming to terms with it. I think like you always knew, but then you're finally like coming to terms with it. So I felt the need to say that and put that out there as well. And I feel like this is just your soul telling you that you are doing such a great job in the task of finding yourself and growing into yourself. And if anything, this is the validation that you should trust yourself more than ever, because you are coming to a space where you are getting justice over any person, place, or thing that tried to put you in a box, that tried to, you know, make you feel like you are mentally unwell or mentally unstable, or anything that tried to imprison you in any way, shape, or form. So something interesting that I've learned personally through my own experiences is that with people who try to imprison you, I feel that that's the universe teaching you a lesson that like, yes, the outward might be imprisoning you and it might feel like you're limited, but that's an invitation from your soul to free your mind, to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. So that's that type of energy where you are learning that no matter what circumstances you may be in, whether someone's trying to block you from going towards a certain relationship, block you from going towards your dreams, block you from being the free person, the free thinker that you are, block you from being just who you are, nobody can stop you from doing that. They might use the physical, they can take a cage and put a cage on you, they can, you know, handcuff you, they can do whatever it is that they think that they have the power to do, that they're big and bad enough to do. But at the end of the day, your mind, you have power over your mind. And I feel like as we close this reading, that your soul is just so proud of you, because you have learned how to be just this loving, beautiful energy, even amongst situations where you're dealing with fuckery and people just trying to go out of their way to be abusive. That's just the long and short end of the conversation here. Learning how to just totally be a beacon of love, because no matter how anybody treats you, as we said earlier, you are in control of your reality. You are in control of how you show up in the world, right? And so you're just staying true to who you are, right? I'm hearing the song by Mereba, Stay True, right? So, wait. Don't play me like a fiddle. I'm a clever one. Don't keep me in the middle. Oh, no, no, no. Stay true like a true one do. So that's the, you know, type of energy that I'm feeling here, that like people have been trying to like mess around with you, cause confusion around you, backstab you, make you give up on whatever that you've been doing or whoever you've been pursuing, or any of your dreams, anything that you know that you deserve as the sovereign being that you are. But this is a message telling you to stay true to who you are. And everything, in truth, is always all right. So, Taurus, I feel like that was such an empowering reading. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for holding space with me and checking out your reading. If you feel led, please check out the other sign placements in your chart. And if you wanna as well, there are lots of love offerings on display in the description box. Until next time, Taurus, namaste.